And that's what we did with Dr. ColorChip. You know, with some of the people we do business with, I think there's one of those up here. I'll pass this around. You know, we have quite a few partners around the world. I don't want to start.
This is all you?
You start.
I'm just a babysitter.
One of our newest partners is Stinger Chemicals. Shout out to Stinger. They've got great products and a good team. They will have a Stinger Dr. ColorChip system. That's what was at the registration area, is the new Stinger system. I have a system with Rennie Doyle. It's a Rennie Doyle paint, scratch, and repair system. And that one's got a few more items to make detailers even a little more well-rounded. But you can also have incremental revenue by charging somebody $0 for something. Does that make sense? I can have incremental revenue by giving something away. Because what does that do? It creates goodwill, trust, belief, faith. People love you. What's the percentage of cars that you touch have chips and scratches? I mean, out of 10, how many? 10. See, what I tell you, they always say that, which is wonderful. True. And I'm gonna be conservative and say only like 8, all right? That means that like 80% of my customers have opportunity. I have opportunity with 80% of my customers to have incremental revenue. And then out of those 8 out of 10 cars that have chips and scratches and stuff like that, right? What's the percentage of people that are either afraid to do the repair, don't know how to do the repair, had a bad experience with a paint pen? I had one in my pocket with a paint pen. 7 out of those 8 people. So now you have some serious opportunity, right? I'm always nervous. But something like this is a data color reader. I came out with this because there was this knockoff company selling one. They had a paint chip repair system, and they were selling a private label color reader for $1,200. And it was called the Nix scanner. It cost $300 if you bought one. But the person was selling for $1,200. That's not the way to make long-term relationships. That's not the way to do business, in my opinion. So I said, all right, I'm gonna find one. I did some research, and this company, Data Color, you can Google them. They're in 140 countries. They've been around for 60-something years. I mean, if you go to Home Depot, they're the ones that, you know, when you get your color match paint and stuff, I mean, they're the real deal. And so I worked with them, and we came out with this little thing, right? And basically, it's kind of cool. I'll show it to you in the booth, but it's an app-based tool, and all you do is you turn it on, the little green light, turn on your app, go like this, and it'll tell you the closest color in your system. Pretty cool. And I thought it was cool, and I put it out to some folks like Katie and her team and other folks, and they're like, this thing's great. You know, and Katie was actually telling me I needed to get one. And I listened to people. I listened to our customers. And man, they love it, they love it. Always be willing to try something new. Throw stuff on the wall. If it sticks, great. If not, I learned a lesson. But that's the only way I'm going to move forward and improve myself. And something like this was trying a new thing. Think about it. If you're detailers and you do ceramics and PPF, my gosh, you can have so much success, as much as you want. Incremental revenue, yeah, easy peasy. Because what? There's no car washes anymore. There's nobody. Who's your competition? And don't just be like, I'm the cheapest. Yeah, well, if you're the cheapest, you're the cheapest. That ain't the way to live, for me anyways. Dr. ColorChip, we're not the cheapest system. We were like the only paint chip repair system for many years. You know, a couple people had a little kind of sort of thing. This show here, there's like 3, you know, and I can guarantee you, this one guy, I saw his stuff before the show, and he's got we have like a 30, 80, 100, 130, we have all these different size systems. He's got an 82 color system. Ooh, it's got 2 more colors. And I can guarantee you he's gonna say, oh yeah, and it's $200 less than the ColorChip one. Fine, if you want it, go buy it, please. You know, it's all good. So anyways, the ceramics and PPF stuff were coming out, and so I have this panel, and I'll pass it around. It's kind of beat up, got a lot of fingerprints, a lot of people touching it. If you don't fix the chips and you put film on, no bueno, okay? But if you fix the chips, you have to look at it in the light the right way. A little bit better, huh? There's value in that for the customer. And I did paint in red and played around with it. But you could pass that around. But that's, you know, if you do film. Our product in those type of categories, chemical categories, is more along the lines of fingernail polish than it is paint. That's one of the problems with paint pens and bottles of touch-up paint that you buy at car dealerships. That paint is made to be sprayed, it's just put in some funky applicator. Our paint was invented to be touch-up paint. So when you do a repair, to fix 3 or 4 chips takes, say, 5-6 minutes, right? Once you're done with that repair immediately, you can drive that car in a Florida rainstorm. It's fine. If you buy one of these kits, we don't know who's buying these. We sell 10,000 of these every month, and we don't know if they know what they're doing or they don't know what they're doing. So it says on here, for the people that don't know what they're doing, you can drive it in a rainstorm immediately. You want to wait 2 or 3 days to hand wax it. You want to wait 20 to 30 days before you put a buffer on it. There's people that put buffers on it right then. You know, it's easy, but you can pull the paint out. You just got to watch the heat. Have you ever put a buffer on it?
I do, but I usually will do the buffing first and then take some alcohol and just wipe the chips so that the compound or polish is gone, and then do the paint repair, and then it's fine.
Right.
Yeah, I usually do the buffing first.
Because I'm trying to serve right now. I'm doing 4 of these classes a day. Not because have I tried to sell you any product? I hope not. You know, I'm just trying to educate you on ideas. And you know, we talked several times before she bought her system. We were just talking ideas, and that's what I'm here for, and that's what we're here for. Our paint is a permanent repair.
Right.
Okay. Once you've done, say, those 5 chips we're talking about, that is a permanent repair. Once that paint fully cures and hardens, it has the same integrity as the factory paint on your car. Is when you drive that car over the course of a year, guess what? You get more chips, recurring revenue. And you're helping the customer, you're serving your customer. You're not just saying, hey, buy now, here's a cheap price, here's the, you know, whoa, wow, blue light special. No. And you know, if we can help you with incremental revenue, if we can help you with just ideas, if I can help you if you have a question on application. I've got dozens of friends that use this every day. You know, if we can help with a PDR person, Ryan Shutt helped her. I got friends building bridges all over for that. But that's what it's all about. But any other questions? No, we're all good? Well, I really appreciate your time. It's about that time, so.